Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
The time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown cherry capital airport, TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Snowbirds, we want to welcome everyone in here to the Gaylord Eye Care Center pregame show. If you're just now joining us, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left before tip-off between these two teams. And while we have an opportunity to remind you, listen, the Gaylord Eye Care Center is teaming up with high schools and Next Level Broadcasting this basketball season to get everyone back in to the peak of their game. That's right, you can go into the Gaylord Eye Care Center's one of 4 locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Sheboygan, or Bel Air, and get a free eye check and a free consultation from their friendly and experienced staff at the Gaylord Eye Care Center, proud sponsor of the pregame show here on Next Level Broadcasting. Senior night from the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel here. Nick, we talked earlier, some of the seniors on this Gaylord St. Mary basketball team include Rylan Metowski, Dylan Croft, and Lennart Jessen, 3 players that have impacted this year's team to a very high amount. Look to see a high game or high. If the Snowbirds want to win here tonight, Nick, they're going to need a large impact from all 3 of those players.
Absolutely. As I was talking to them earlier, I actually just talked to you, Justin, before the JV game. I told him we just got to continue to go big. This is your last time. You know, you're never going to see this court again. Just go big.
Nick, before we get into it, got any shout-outs tonight?
I do not.
Not yet. Well, we got a whole game to figure out who we can get a shout-out to later on. Once again, this is the Gaylord Eye Care Center pregame show. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
And here we are. You're looking back live at the Monsignor Kaminsky Gymnasium here from Gaylord St. Mary, Inland Lakes Indian River Bulldogs, and the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds about ready to get things going here and underway from the Monsignor J. Kaminsky Gymnasium. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel here, proud to be a part of your Tuesday evening, wherever you may be tuning in from. But once again, Nick, it is senior night here, so a lot of emotions, a lot of different, a lot of things that are going through the minds of those players. I mean, outside of basketball, I mean, a lot of these players right now, I should say Metowski, Jessen, and Croft, this will be the last time out here. And, well, it's an emotional game for sure. How do you think they got to go about trying to actually, more than just that, we also have Jackson Koenig and
Correct.
Peyton DeWord, also seniors on this Snowbird basketball team. And we're going to send it over to public address announcer Kevin McKinley as he gets us ready for our national anthem. Okay, now we're back in live, ready to get things started from the Gaylord St. Mary and Indian River Inland Lakes Bulldogs. About to get it going right now. Nick, let me ask you this, Nick. Senior night here. Looks like the Snowbirds are going to start all 5 starters, and this is a very great gesture. We'll get to the Snowbird starters here in a little bit, but starting for the Inland Lakes Bulldogs will be number 1, Aiden Fenstermaker. Number 3, Connor Wallace. Number 4, Jake Willie. Also starting will be number 15, Sam Schoonmaker. And number 5, Noah Sugar. Starting for the Snowbirds, your 5 senior starters will be Dylan Croft, Jackson Koenig, Brett Koshoniak, Peyton DeWord, and Rylan Metalski. We're going to call Lenart Jessen a pseudo-senior, Nick, as we talked about in the pregame show, just because of his exchange student status. So essentially an exchange or a senior for the Snowbirds tonight, Lenart Jessen. But the 5 seniors starting tonight for the Snowbirds will be Rylan Metalski, Brett Koshoniak, Peyton DeWord, and Jackson Koenig, and last but not least, Dylan Croft. So those will be your 5 Snowbird seniors getting the call here to begin the game. Nick, we got a good one. What are you looking to see here from these 2 teams off the start?
Oh, man. Just some great plays, some great shots.
Great plays, great shots, great hustle, great intensity. I mean, pretty much every time these 2 teams play, that's what you're going to get. So wherever you're tuning in from, we hope that you're settled in, settled down, getting ready for some great basketball between the Bulldogs of Indian River and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary. It will be Metalski and Schoonmaker to tip this one off. As we get the thumbs up from lead official. And we're underway. Well, hang on. I spoke too soon. Almost underway as it's tapped up, tipped, stolen by the Bulldogs, and Schoonmaker secures it for the Bulldogs, and coming down with it for the first possession will be Jake Willie. Snowbirds going with this 2-3 zone defense, Nick. We're pretty accustomed to seeing that so far this year for the Snowbirds. We've got a packed house at the Monsignor tonight for senior night.
Of course, it's a great way to, show our seniors the respect and, give them a great, round of applause and standing ovation they deserve.
And just like that, a 3-second violation called against the Bulldogs. So that will bring it a little bit. Well, I put it in the hands of the Snowbirds again. That one almost turned over. Metalski now with it. He'll hand it off to DeWord in the far side. Inland Lakes also playing zone defense, Nick.
Absolutely.
Metalski looking to drive baseline. Skip pass to Dylan Croft. He'll take the pull-up jump shot. No good. Rebounded inside by Willie. And he'll bring it back down the floor for the Bulldogs. Inland Lakes going inside out. Open three-pointer for Connor Wallace. Too strong. Koenig secures the rebound. He is fouled. That should be a foul, and it is a foul. That will go against Jake Willie, the Bulldog senior. So, Nick, a little bit of a slow start for both teams so far. 0 for 3 from the floor. Who do you think is going to break this scoring drought first?
I think it's going to be the Snowbirds.
I think you might be right, Nick. They may do it on this possession right here. We'll see what they have in store. Metalski driving to his right, breaking through this zone. Skip pass out to Dylan Croft. Metalski now going to let a 3 fly. Rims out. No good. Rebound controlled by Connor Wallace. The Bulldogs push on the advance. Metalski flies by Schoonmaker, and Schoonmaker drops it in for 2. So the Bulldogs on the board first, 2-0. Metalski dribbling into the corner once again, gets it out to DeWord. He'll swing it over to Dylan Croft. This Bulldog defense is really extending this half-court 2-3 zone pressure. Now they're looking to trap Croft on the perimeter, and that one will be turned over, going over to the Bulldogs. Dylan Croft lost that one off of his right foot, it looked like, Nick.
Yep.
So the Bulldogs with it now with another opportunity, another crack at it here. 2 minutes gone in the first half. I should say first quarter, Nick. Thanks for correcting me.
You're welcome.
Inside it goes. 2-pointer up and in for Connor Wallace. And the Bulldogs have a 4-0 lead here to start the game. Matowski now dribbling it out up top. He's fouled up top by Sam Schoonmaker. That will be the second foul against the Bulldogs, first on Schoonmaker. And checking in for the Snowbirds is number 35, Lucas Sherwinski. And also checking in is Nathan O'Connell for the Snowbirds.
Those two are the biggest effects for our team right now. And, you know, especially seeing what happened from Nathan O'Connell couple of games ago, where he had those couple big shots that he had for us. So that
he'll have to bring some juice off the bench tonight, as he's coming off, and he just came in at the 5-minute 40-second mark. Matowski fouled on his driving attempt to the basket, and it looks like he'll go to the free throw line for 2 free throws. Nick.
Absolutely.
So Matowski going to the line for the first free throw attempts of the game. First free throws for the Snowbirds. Opportunity to score first for the Snowbirds here as well. Matowski, the senior, puts it up, puts it in. And the Snowbirds get on the board. Matowski's second shot is a little bit too strong. Rebounded by the Bulldogs. On the charge with it for them is Wallace. He has a little hesitation. Dribble, sets up an open teammate for 3. No good by Fenstermaker. Offensive board by Schoonmaker, up and in. So Schoonmaker now with 4 points for the Bulldogs, and that's their first second chance opportunity. Bulldogs making the Snowbirds pay on the offensive glass.
Yeah.
That one's turned over. Fenstermaker with the steal. Schoonmaker with an easy put down jam. And he throws it down, and he's got 6 points. Bulldogs go up 8-1.
That was big for them. They, you know, now the Snowbirds just need to find a way to, you know, attack right back to them.
Dylan Croft with it in the corner, up to O'Connell. Snowbirds really just trying to find their identity here, and that's a foul going against Aiden Schoonmaker. And that is his second foul, Nick. That comes at an enormous time in this game with a lot of gravity on that call. Because Schoonmaker has 6 points, just got that jam, and that's his second foul.
Yeah, that's a big time call. See what the Snowbirds can cook up here.
So it'll be Dylan Croft now at the top of the offense for the Snowbirds. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter from the Kaminsky Gymnasium. Matowski slicing his way in through the lane and in for 2. He's got all 3 points for the Snowbirds, and it's back the other way in the Lakes, up by a handful. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Great job there by the senior, Rylan Matowski.
Little swing out pass newly into the game, but had it blocked for the Bulldogs was Mason Green. Wallace on the offensive glass. 3-pointer, no good. Controlled by the Snowbirds. It'll be Snowbird basketball now. Dylan Croft trying to settle things down for this Snowbird offensive attack. Swung around perimeter to O'Connell. Inside to Matowski. Puts it up, no good. Had to fight through contact there by Connor Wallace. Good defense by the Bulldogs. They come back down in a hurry. Slicing through 2. Kick out, open look. 3-pointer, no good for Fenstermaker. Croft with the rebound. Snowbirds dodging some bullets right now, Nick.
Absolutely. Great advantage here.
It's a good thing for St. Mary that they're doing a good job on the offense or defensive glass in the Lakes with 2 offensive rebounds so far. Going to have to make hay. Wow. Schoonmaker is out, and just like that, the Snowbirds go inside to Lucas Sherinsky, and he's on the scoreboard now with 2 points. Snowbirds down to only 3.
Absolutely. Just keep fighting back and just bring that intensity, like we said earlier.
Fenstermaker with the pull-up 15-foot jump shot, no good. Sherinsky snares it with one hand, and the Snowbirds with another consecutive stop.
It's a great job by the Snowbirds there.
There's a Metowski drive inside, finger roll finish for 2. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. Lee Nash wants to talk about this one. It's a 6-0 Snowbird run. We're going to go ahead and step aside here. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision-related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Well, it's great to be back in the Monsignor J. Kaminsky Gymnasium tonight with you, Nick. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel here. Snowbirds and Bulldogs. It's an 8-7 lead for Inland Lakes. Snowbirds just coming off a 6-0 run, though. It all started when Schoonmaker picked up that second foul, Nick.
Yeah, that was big time for them. That was the one thing that put them down, and the Snowbirds found a way to get back in it.
Yeah, we'll see what the Bulldogs talked about in that halftime or that timeout there. As they're going to work this one around the perimeter. Schoonmaker is back into the game, goes up, a lot of ball there. Lucas Sherinsky thought he got all pumpkin, but Schoonmaker going to go back to the free throw line. And, I credit head coach Lee Nash for the Bulldogs. He saw that Schoonmaker was on the bench during that 6-0 Snowbird spurt, and he put his big guy back in the game. Free throw good for Sam Schoonmaker. 9-7 is the Bulldog lead. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Second free throw gets a nice friendly roll, and it's in for 2. 10-7 now the Bulldog lead. It's Metowski, O'Connell, Croft, Koshoniak, and Sherinsky on the floor for the Snowbirds. Really trying to stay patient against this Bulldog defense, which has caused some problems and caused turnovers for the Snowbirds. Just like that, Connor Wallace intercepts the pass, throw it up the floor to Fenstermaker, and he finishes at the rim. And the Bulldogs with a little 4-0 run of their own after the timeout by head coach Lee Nash, and it's back up to 5-point lead for the Bulldogs. Skip past Dylan Croft in the corner to Koshoniak, swung around the perimeter by the Snowbirds once again. Sherinsky at the high post, loses it. That's 2 straight for the Snowbirds, turning it over. Schoonmaker driving in, Euro step layup is good. And nice play by him to finish that one. He's got 10 points for the Bulldogs, even playing with those 2 fouls. Worked around the perimeter. O'Connell is going to step into a three-pointer. No good. Schoonmaker secures the defensive rebound. Pass up the floor to Fenstermaker. Back to Wallace. He'll take the pull-up, Jay. No good. O'Connell secures the board, and the Snowbirds needed that one.
They did.
(14-7) now. The Bulldogs have doubled up this Snowbird score in the first 7 minutes and 10 seconds of play here in the first quarter. Snowbirds go to the far side to Dylan Croft. He's going to let a 3 fly, and he got it. Big time basket for the senior Dylan Croft as Fenstermaker dishes off to the far side to Mason Green. Bulldogs with 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. That is Jake Willie. Pull-up jump shot, no good. O'Connell with the defensive rebound. Snowbirds will probably take the last shot of the quarter here, Nick, down by 4.
Yep.
And that's what head coach Dale Jacobs instructing his team to do. They're going to take the last shot of the quarter here, down 14-10. Croft and Snowbirds working it around. Croft catches in the corner, and he traveled. Yep, that's a good call. He took 2 steps going into the catch, took another 2 steps trying to make his move, and that'll get you every time.
Yeah, you can't. That's one thing you definitely just cannot do. You cannot travel.
So Bulldogs inbound it to Green. Half quarter is just off the mark. So after 8 minutes of play, Bulldogs go into the break, up by 4 over the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. You are watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And here we are. Welcome back in. Second quarter action here on Next Level Broadcasting. Snowbirds and Bulldogs squaring off here on senior night in Gaylord, Michigan. Charles Trail, Nick Wenzel here live. And hopefully thank you for making us a part of your Tuesday night here on senior night from Gaylord, Michigan. Well, Nick, the Snowbirds and the Bulldogs have been duking it out here so far. It's been a game of runs, and each team with a couple of their own. So far, Snowbirds closed that quarter on a 3-0 run after that Dylan Croft three-pointer.
Absolutely.
They swing it around the perimeter, inside to Metalski. He'll pass it down to Sherinsky. Sherinsky couldn't hang on to it. O'Connell was able to save the Snowbird defensive transition, though. And they get back on defense in time. Connor Wallace making his way. Fenstermaker puts up a wild attempt. No good. Dylan Croft with the board. Snowbirds with another stop. Nice penetration by the Bulldogs, but just couldn't pay it off. Metelski slicing in on the baseline. Gets it to go for two. And it's back to a 2-point game, 14-12. So Snowbirds on a little 5-0 run, Nick.
Yeah.
As the Bulldogs have that one tapped away out of bounds. As we said earlier in the pregame show, Nick, both these teams dealing with some adversity and attrition regarding the health of a lot of their primary players. So this game, it comes down to grit and what team wants it more. As Wallace puts up the floater, no good. Rebound by O'Connell. Koshoniak now out in front for the Snowbirds. He'll wisely settle things down. Croft up top, stepping into a three-pointer, letting it fly, no good. Rebound to Sherwinski, tap up, no good. Couldn't make the puppy, and the Bulldogs get the defensive rebound.
Good effort, though, there by Lucas Sherwinski to try and get
Wallace,
the shot back.
Wallace to Schoonmaker, had it rejected up top by Metelski. And, Nick, I'm sorry I cut you off there.
That's all right. I was saying that was a great effort by Lucas Chawinski to try and get that two off, but just couldn't get it to go.
Inbounded and stolen away by Koshoniak. Snowbirds force a turnover. Nick, want to give a shout out to that St. Mary's student section tonight. It's packed.
Absolutely. They're ready to rock and roll here.
Nice pass down low to Sherwinski, and he finishes that one. And the Snowbirds tie it up at 14 apiece. So Sherwinski making good down there on the baseline after he missed that one on the previous possession. Knocks that one in. He's got his that's his first 2 points, I believe, Nick.
Yeah.
And we're tied at 14. Three-pointer up by Wallace. No good. Offensive board. Big-time rebound by, that was Willie. And a little push shot in for the Bulldogs. That was Noah Sugar for his first 2 points of the contest. So don't look now, but we've got a really good basketball game breaking out between these two teams. Metelski able to secure that one, throws it over to Koshoniak. Snowbirds trying to get settled down here on what's been a little bit of a shaky possession. Inside to Metelski. He'll put it up, count it, and a foul. Never mind, he traveled.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Did you see that? Did you see that travel, Nick?
I did. Took too many steps at it.
How many steps did it take?
He took like 4 of them.
Okay.
4
so
steps.
as long as you saw it, Nick,
4
I didn't
steps.
see it.
Yep, 4 steps.
I was also looking to see if he made the shot, and that is a turnover by Screwmaker, and the Snowbirds get it right back, so you can say that those two plays cancel each other out.
Yep.
Bulldogs up by 2, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter here on senior night. And that one was a kicked ball. Neither team with any substitutions right now. Nick, we've really only seen about 4 different substitutes come into this game so far. Both teams really just trying to gut it out with who they brought and who they're willing to feel comfortable out there on the floor with. Maybe it's also due to the injuries as well. Schoonmaker with another run out. Stops, pops, lets the defender fly by, and he's got another 2 points to his tally, and the Bulldogs go back up by 4 in the midst of a 4-0 run right now. Schoonmaker with the steal, swipe away, up ahead to Sugar, saves it to Schoonmaker. Schoonmaker rejected at the rim, and he's fouled and will go to the line for 2 shots. I believe that foul called against Lucas Shurinsky, Nick, and that is his second personal foul.
Yep. Team second.
Sam Screwmaker at the free throw line, unable to make the first of 2 free throws. Neither team with any substitutions checking in right now. 4 minutes, 19 seconds remaining. Schoonmaker's second free throw is no good. He gets his own rebound, taps it to a teammate. Open three-pointer by Sugar in the corner, no good. Snowbirds dodging another bullet, Nick.
Yeah. That one was close to going in, but we saved it.
Bulldogs are yet to make a three-pointer, and with that, Coach Dale Jacobs is going to take a timeout just to try to settle things down a little bit for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. They've given up 4 consecutive points to the Bulldogs, and they find themselves down 18-14 right now. While we have an opportunity during this 1-minute timeout, we want to thank our sponsors at J&J Construction. Listen, are you looking to renovate your home or potentially find yourself in the home of your dreams? Well, look no further than J&J Construction. They can help you, whether that's a renovation, a new build, or something that you just want to add on to. We've got something nice you want to add on to it. J&J Construction are the people and trusted by everyone, trusted by their own builders, trusted by customers, trusted by everyone that's involved in the trade industry in Northern Michigan. That's J&J Construction, a proud sponsor of Snowbird basketball here on Next Level Broadcasting. I also want to give a shout-out to Schultz's Marathon Party Store, Nick, for all those Ski Valley Northern away trips. Got to stop by Schultz's Marathon Party Store in Wolverine, whether you're going to Inland Lakes, Pelston, Onaway, sometimes those football games. Heck, we're going to Pickford. Stop and fuel up at Schultz's Marathon Party Store for all your road trip necessities.
Absolutely. I heard one thing good about that place. That place has really good pizza.
That's right. You got to talk to Pat Schultz about their pizza recipe. I saw him earlier tonight. Nick, he might be tuning in from home. But, Pat, if you got that pizza recipe written down, Nick Wenzel's birthday is coming up. He probably enjoy some pizza. As 3 seconds in the key is called against the Snowbirds. So Snowbirds turn it over on their opening possession from their timeout.
Quick shout out also to Mrs. Glasby over there.
Yeah, she's holding down the student section.
She's holding down security.
I actually think I saw her leading some cheers. The senior, I think there was a senior cheer that I saw her partaking in. So good to see her enjoying the senior night festivities.
Yep. We'll just call her the cheerleader / security officer over there.
Snowbirds tap that one out of bounds. It will be for the Bulldogs to inbound it. Noah Sugar, he inbounds it to Aiden Fenstermaker. Wallace catching at the high post. He'll pirouette through the Snowbird defense. Little backdoor cut. Sugar unable to handle it, and it's turned right back over by the Bulldogs, Nick. So back-to-back turnovers for each team. Kind of the pace of this game is starting to get a little bit jagged and jumbled up.
Yep. Snowbirds just need to keep it in a one-way pace and, just stay calm, relaxed a little bit, and get a good playoff.
Snowbirds going to the corner to O'Connell. Three-pointer, too strong. Rebound ricochets off and is controlled by the Bulldogs' Jake Willie. 3 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the second quarter, and a charge called against the Bulldogs going against Mason Green. The official there's having a conversation with Mason saying that he extended that off arm while dribbling through contact. And whenever you extend that off arm, Nick, you're going to get whistled about 60% of the time.
Yep.
Maybe 70.
You may get away with one, but this time you're not going to get away with it.
Yep, and the officials have been calling a pretty close game tonight. Don't want to let this game get out of hand between these two rivals, you could say. Far side corner goes to Metalski. He'll let a three fly, and he drains it. So Metalski on the board here in the second quarter for the Snowbirds, his first points of the quarter. Backdoor cut by Schoonmaker, reverse Glasser, no good. Czerwinski clearing the defensive board. Snowbirds can take the lead here with a made field goal.
Yep. Makes you feel good, makes the whole crowd feel good, that's for sure.
Metalski in the corner, pump fake, driving middle, comes to a jump stop. Fadeaway Jay, no good. Rebound by Willie and the Bulldogs. Sugar now with it. He'll push it across half court. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Connor Wallace drops it down to Schoonmaker. He double clutches it, pumps it up twice, and gets it to go off the backboard. And the Bulldogs back up by 3. Dylan Croft with it for the Snowbirds now. Skips it to Metalski. Up top, working it around the perimeter. Go the Snowbirds. Croft looked at a three. Back to Metalski in the corner. He'll let it fly. Metalski got it. And we're tied at 20. Metalski with the last 6 points for the Snowbirds coming from beyond the long line. Bulldogs working around the perimeter, trying to get it inside. Czerwinski with this takeaway. Metalski going all the way, clutches it up and in. Metalski with the last 8 for the Snowbirds, and Lee Nash and the Bulldogs want to take a timeout to talk about this one, Nick. It's an 8-0 run for Rylan Metalski here on senior night, Nick. He's really putting the team on his back right now, but credit the Snowbirds defense for getting stops in that takeaway right there.
Absolutely. You know, this is the biggest thing for the Snowbirds right now. Ryland's just carrying it away, like you said, and you know.
And he's got 8 points in the second quarter, all 8 points coming in the last minute, Nick. So he's really heating up right when the Snowbirds need him to heat up most. And the Snowbirds so far in this game have made 3 3-pointers. We talked about it a little bit pregame. Would the Snowbirds be able to get some 3-point shooting without Daniel Jacobson and Hogan McKinley in the game? And Croft made 1. Metalski made 2. So Snowbirds so far holding their own from the deep area of the court, you know, making their mark from 3 and still battling on the defensive rebounds. That's also going to be a point of contention. This Inland Lake Bulldog team wants to crash the glass continuously, and also want to make note that Sam Schoonmaker, he's still playing with 2 fouls, trying to make it through this first half without picking up his 3rd.
Yep.
Connor Wallace. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
See if the Snowbirds can cook up something hot here.
Connor Wallace set up a backdoor pass to Noah Sugar, but he traveled before passing it back up to the top of the key. And the Snowbirds force back-to-back Bulldog turnovers.
Snowbirds are doing really well here. Just got to keep running.
Dylan Croft bringing the ball up for the Snowbirds. 1 minute left to go in the first half here. Snowbirds up by 2. Want to remind everyone, don't go anywhere. We'll have the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. Catching in the corner for O'Connell, air ball. That one's rebounded by Willie and the Bulldogs. 45 seconds left to go here in the first half. Connor Wallace trying to break down Brett Koshoniak. Splits the zone defense. Flip shot, no good. Schoonmaker with the board. Sugar outside now. And the Bulldogs can reset here on their second chance possession. Schoonmaker throws up a wild shot, and he's called for a travel. And with 28 seconds left in the half, Snowbirds are going to take the final shot of the half right now, up 22-20. 15 seconds remaining now. Dylan Croft catches it. He's guarded by Schruger. Metowski in the corner. He'll look to drive, penetrate, puts it up. No good. Tapped out, controlled by Schoonmaker and the Bulldogs. 2 seconds left. Mason Green up. Actually, Aiden Fenstermaker counted in the foul. The and one buzzer beater to beat the clock here before the end of the first half. Fenstermaker said, "Hold my Gatorade bottle, watch this."
Yep.
That was quite the play.
It was. Huge play for them.
So Aiden Fenstermaker for the Bulldogs ties the game up 22-all before the final buzzer here in the first half. He's got a chance now to put the Bulldogs up by 1 before halftime. A tremendous play by the Bulldogs to beat the clock. But, you know, Nick, the Snowbirds offensively might have initiated that sequence a little bit too early and left too much time for the Bulldogs to get that shot off.
Yep.
So it'll be Fenstermaker to the free throw line. Not sure what the determination here is at the scorer's table, but there are double zeros on the game clock, so there's no time remaining in the second quarter. It should be one shot.
One shot, yep. Got to give credit to the officials over there. They're doing a great job calling this game tonight, and they're, give them credit for what they're doing and
Got a lot of different coaching moments going on for both teams. Fenstermaker makes the shot, and the Bulldogs go up by 1 just before the end of the half. The clock shows double zeros. Looks like the Snowbirds are going to have to inbound this ball. A very odd sequence of events occurring right now. And they inbound it, and there's the final buzzer. So after 2 quarters of play, Bulldogs and the Snowbirds only separated by 1 point. Bulldogs with the 3-point play to end the first half of basketball here to go up by 1. And they could take a 1-point lead into the halftime locker room, 23-22. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show coming up in about 2.5 minutes. You're watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety. Collar Clinic, providing peace of mind and local customer service with the latest GPS collars, ARC collars, e-collars, beeper collars, accessories, and replacement parts, protecting your dog's safety and giving you the confidence that you'll be hunting with your dog, not for them. Collar Clinic, your e-collar specialist in Northern Michigan for over 35 years.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And here we are. Welcome into the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show here. We got a special presentation of senior night here for the St. Mary's Snowbirds. That's Rylan Matowski to your right with his parents. Next is Peyton DeWeird, and then Brett Koshoniak, number 21, Jackson Koenig, number 23, and then finally your final St. Mary's Snowbirds senior is number 25, Dylan Croft. He'll be walking into focus here on the far left side of your screen on your television. He is escorted by his mom. So those are your St. Mary's seniors here on senior night. Rylan Matowski, Peyton DeWeird, Brett Koshoniak, Jackson Koenig, and Dylan Croft. We're going to go ahead and step aside one more time. When we come back, we'll resume our Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show right after this.
Now's the time to fly from your Northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Well, welcome back in. We've got a 1-point game between the Inland Lakes Indian River Bulldogs and the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds after 2 quarters of play here on high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel, Jessica Alcorn here from Gaylord St. Mary High School. Nick, we saw that really nice play by Aiden Fenstermaker there before the buzzer to put the Bulldogs up and to actually tie the game. Then he proceeded to make the free throw to put them up by 1. If you're Inland Lakes right now, you got to be really happy to be up by 1 point. Screwmaker, your big guy inside, picked up 2 fouls early. He got through the second quarter without getting another foul. So for the Bulldogs, your primary player in foul trouble, made it through the first half without picking up any more fouls. For the Snowbirds, though, they had a little spurt in the second quarter. They went up by 2 points, 22-20. And it was Rylan Matowski really propelling the Snowbirds to that little run they had.
Absolutely. You know, they just got to keep up that run, you know, stay more confident in this game, and, you know.
And that's one thing that the Snowbirds are going to look to do. We know for a fact that they will be relentless and they will continue to attack the basket with their personnel. You know, we didn't really know how many threes that they would make coming into this game, Nick, but the Snowbirds have made 3 so far. The Bulldogs have yet to make 1 3-pointer, so they've been getting all their points in transition and at the rim and at the free throw line. So if you're the Snowbirds, maybe you can force the Bulldogs to make an outside shot, credit that zone defense for the Snowbirds, but also got to give credit to the Bulldogs because they've been doing an excellent job on the offensive glass. It seems like every time that they've needed to get offensive rebound, they've been able to do it. And at key and opportune times in this game when they needed an extended possession or when they needed a second chance look at the basket.
Absolutely.
And, you know, it's just one of those things that the Bulldogs, because of their size and because of their physicality and because of their ability to kind of sense where the ball is going to go, they've been able to track down a lot of these offensive rebounds. And, Nick, I think that's the reason why they have a 1-point lead right now.
Yeah.
And even though that has been said, this game is still very close. two are very close between these two teams, Nick. I mean, you just got to look at it and go, it's right now one of those things where it could be a game that goes right down to the wire.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, one way or another, I'd say that we're going to have a thriller here from Gaylord St. Mary High School between the Inland Lakes Bulldogs and the Gaylord St. Mary Snowbirds. Just about 5 minutes remaining here in the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show. But while we have a moment, we want to remind everyone that when you fly this spring break, you need to fly TVC, whether you need to get to the sun and the sand or you want to go a little early to the beach and get those feet in the sand. You need to fly Traverse City Cherry Capital with Sun Country, Allegiant, American, United, all flying in and out of Traverse City to your favorite destinations. Traverse City Airport is the place to go. Visit tvcairport.com to book your flight and book your getaway today. Nick, I know you're flying out of TVC when you go spring break in April, right?
I am, yep.
So you'll be flying from Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport. That'll be a good one. And it always makes it easy to get to and from northern Michigan flying into Traverse City. Only about an hour drive here from Gaylord, Michigan.
I'm excited. I can't wait to go to California. It's going to be great.
You're going to have a good time, Nick. We'll see what we got here in the second half between the Bulldogs and the Snowbirds. But before, we got to give a little shout-out to Sam Schoonmaker. He took off for a one-handed jam in the first quarter on a breakaway, and since then he's been leading all scorers in this game. Nick, he's really getting whatever he wants at the rim, at the basket, leading the way for the Bulldogs. Keep in mind, while playing with 2 fouls.
Absolutely. It's just like 3 nights ago watching on TV the dunk contest. You could just, as soon as you see him dunking it down, it's like, man, the dunk contest has just begun.
Yeah, you can certainly see his athletic prowess on display here tonight. And he had that easy breakaway, and he made sure he made the dunk. He didn't try to get outrageous with it and do anything crazy, but he knew he had that in his bag, as the kids say. If he got another opportunity, if the game wasn't as close as it was, he might have tried to put a little emphasis on that one.
Absolutely.
So this concludes our Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport halftime show here. About 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here during halftime between the St. Mary's Snowbirds and the Inland Lakes Bulldogs. We're going to go ahead, step aside, and when we come back, third quarter action between the Bulldogs and Snowbirds coming up after these messages.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Point City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
Now's the time to fly from your northern Michigan hometown Cherry Capital Airport. TVC. TVC Airport will get you to your dream destination anywhere in the world. Visit tvcairport.com now.
All right, here we are, third quarter action, about 1 minute away from getting things started here between the Inland Lakes Indian River Bulldogs and the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. We want to thank you for hanging out with us, spending your Tuesday evening with myself and Nick Wenzel and the crew of Next Level Broadcasting here. Hope you've enjoyed the first half of basketball. It's a 1-point Bulldog lead, and they got that 1-point lead because of a made and one at the buzzer. And that was a big-time momentum-changing play for the Bulldogs to get that and one to go up one before halftime. But right now, Nick, I think this game just kind of swings in the balance. Which team's going to be the one to really take it and run away with it.
Yep.
It'll be Bulldog basketball to begin the game. As they begin right in front of us, it'll be Connor Wallace, the trigger man for the Bulldogs here on the Bulldog opening possession. Up by 1. They recently had a 3-0, a 3-point play to end the first half. First play, they go inside to Noah Sugar. Back out top to Fenstermaker. He was the man that got the 3-point play for the Bulldogs. Screwmaker penetrating the Snowbird defense inside. Offensive rebound by Connor Wallace. What do we got? A foul here on the offensive foul on the Bulldogs called against Jake Willie. So the Bulldogs with a foul on their opening possession. Dylan Croft bringing the ball up across half court for the Snowbirds. 23-22 the score.
Let's see if those seniors can bring what's called the senior power. See if they can keep something going here.
Nathan O'Connell with it for the Snowbirds. They go to the far side corner to Metalski. He'll drive it, puts it up. Flip shot is good. And Metalski puts the first 2 on the board for the Snowbirds, and they go back up by 1 here in the third quarter. Nick, what are you looking for this Bulldog offense here? Just a lot of the same stuff? Will they be able to make a 3-point shot? I think that's the big question.
Yeah. So far, they haven't been able to do that yet. Because the Snowbird defense has been red hot tonight.
Fenstermaker inside to Schoonmaker, kicks it back out to Connor Wallace. 17-foot J is good. And Bulldogs go back up by 1. So we've got a tightly contested game. Once again, it's a 1-point lead for the Bulldogs. Both teams trading baskets so far here at the start of the third quarter. Koshoniak works it around the perimeter. That's Metalski. Jab step, getting into the paint. O'Connell drives, partially deflected by Aiden Fenstermaker, and the Bulldogs go the other way with it. A little hesitation move by Fenstermaker. A lot of contact there, and that's going to be a foul called against Brett Koshoniak. A lot of contact there, Nick. Somebody had to pick up that foul.
Yep.
And it was Koshoniak who picks it up for the Snowbirds.
Well, at first Dylan thought it was against him because he was looking up at the official saying, did I do that?
Inbounded to Sam Schoonmaker. He kicks it out top to Noah Sugar. 3-pointer by the Bulldogs. Sherinsky with the board for the Snowbirds. Dylan Croft brings it up the floor. Dylan Croft, kind of the pseudo point guard for this St. Mary team, Nick.
He did.
He's got the ability to handle the ball. It also lets Metalski get free on the baseline. And a foul called against Noah Sugar. It'll be Snowbirds sideline or baseline under. Inbound to Dylan Croft. Corner it goes to Nathan O'Connell. Metalski catches it. He had it blocked up top, and that's going to be the third foul called against Sam Schoonmaker, Nick. That looked like Schoonmaker got a lot of ball up top. Maybe got him down low on that foul. But that'll send Metalski to the free throw line. Nick, believe it or not, Rylan Metalski has the last 10 points for the Snowbirds.
Yeah, that, like we were talking about earlier, he's quite a player for our team, for the Snowbirds, and, especially on senior night, he's going to be full of emotion, he's going to be full of energy, he's going to want this win, he's going to want to lift his seniors up and just keep fighting. That's all you can do.
Metalski makes the first free throw. It's tied 25-25. Chance to put the Snowbirds back up by 1. And he makes both at the free throw line. So Rylan Metalski puts the Snowbirds back up by 1, 26-25 here. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter between Bulldogs and Snowbirds. Kick out to Fenstermaker. 3-pointer is right down the pipe. And that's what the Bulldogs needed. Their first made 3-pointer of the game, and they get it from Fenstermaker. Metelsky with a little pump fake, little empty ball side pick and roll for the Snowbirds, but Sherwinski couldn't finish it off the window, and that's going to be a loose ball foul called against Lucas Sherwinski. And coaching staff for the Snowbirds are upset that Sherwinski kind of shied away from contact a little bit there. It appears to be that they wanted him to try and play through that contact, Nick.
Yeah.
And he also picked up the foul. Fenstermaker going to let another three fly. Tapped out of bounds off of Schoonmaker. That'll be Snowbird basketball. So, Nick, we got a 2-point game. Bulldogs extending their halftime lead by 1 point. It was 23-22 at the end of the first half. Checking in for the Bulldogs, replacing Sam Schoonmaker, is number 24, Mason Green.
That would be his fourth personal foul.
Say that again?
That was his fourth personal foul for him.
As a foul called against Mason Green. Blocking foul called against him. Never mind. Offensive foul called against the Snowbirds. A little bit of a peculiar call there. I didn't really see the signal for an offensive foul, but nonetheless, turnover by the Snowbirds on the offensive foul. Connor Wallace trying to get into the paint, stolen away, almost stolen by the Snowbirds. It's Sugar who is able to get his hands on there and maintain that possession for the Bulldogs. Willie now skips it over to Fenstermaker. Bulldogs with a patient offensive possession here. Connor Wallace inside, flips it off the high glass, and he makes a nice adjustment to finish it at the rim.
Again, the Snowbirds just need to find a way to come back here to, just relax.
Metelsky out to Croft. 3-point shot for Dylan in the corner is good. And the Snowbirds are back to within one. Second made three-pointer in the game by Dylan Croft. He's finding the touch now from deep.
Beautiful shot.
Nice catch by Willie. Out to Wallace. Little two-man game saved by Green. Fenstermaker now with it for the Bulldogs, playing a little game of catch between him and Jake Willie. Wallace out to Green. He'll let a three fly. Too strong. Right place at the right time. Second chance look. Sugar with the floater. Got it. And a timeout taken as Noah Sugar is a little bit shaken up on the sideline there, or the baseline, and he's holding his left ankle, Nick. And, man, this has been the season of ankle injuries. We've seen so many ankle injuries this year following high school basketball that you hope that he's going to be able to shake that one off. That's Noah Sugar for the Bulldogs. Hopefully he's okay there.
Yeah.
Snowbirds now with it, down by just 3 after the Bulldogs extend their lead. Metelsky driving in. Flip layup is good.
Beautiful move there by Riley Metelsky.
Connor Wallace with it for the Bulldogs. It's 31-32.
It's got a whole swarm.
That's
of
stolen
birds.
by Koshoniak and the Snowbirds. Bulldogs turn it over. Koshoniak's played some good defense here, Nick.
He has, just trying to find that, senior power. I can feel it inside right now. He's
little horn set for the Snowbirds up top. Metelsky hands off to Dylan Croft. He'll penetrate the elbow area. Metelsky shakes him big. Deep shot, no good. It was a long 2. Had a foot on the line. And the Bulldogs coming back with a furied pace. Connor Wallace takes it coast to coast. And the Bulldogs go up by 3. We've got a call here on the far side of the floor. And I think we got some blood on the jersey of one of the players for the Bulldogs, and head coach Lee Nash is going to take a full timeout for Inland Lakes. Well, if you tuned into the first half, you saw a really crazy game and a really well played and very equally matched game on both sides. Nick, it was a 22-23 1-point lead for Inland Lakes that they took to the halftime locker room after they hit a buzzer-beating layup, and they proceeded to make the free throw.
Yeah.
Now we've got a 3-point game as the teams have kind of opened up the scoring a little bit in the third quarter. Inland Lakes with 11 points scored in the quarter. St. Mary with 9 points scored in the quarter. And, well, we got a good game from downtown Gaylord. I mean, you're looking at these two teams that are both fighting through adversity of injuries and both down a couple players. And they're just really letting it all hang out here.
Absolutely. It's like a war. They're just going all out, trying to figure out which team wants it more. It's like a literal dogfight.
Gotta commend the level of competition here between these student athletes on both of these teams. Just going after it. Right now, it's a 3-point Bulldog lead. It was a 1-point Bulldog lead at halftime. Snowbirds looking to respond after the Bulldogs go up by 3. The Bulldogs in a 2-3 zone defense. That one's thrown away. Airmailed. Dylan Croft just a little too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, too much strength in that one. Again, the Snowbirds just need to find momentum here. They just need to stay relaxed.
So Snowbirds turn it over. 1 minute, 50 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Over it goes to Mason Green. Back to Wallace. He'll let a 3 fly, and he got it. Big time shot for the Bulldogs, and they found the range from deep in the third quarter, Nick. They go up by 6.
Yep. I think these seniors are just starting to feel it right now. They're just, starting to just hit like reality.
Yeah, they're starting to catch their stride right now. Snowbirds need a basket here to stop the bleeding. Turnover, stolen away by Wallace. He'll chuck it down the floor to Green. Actually, that's Fenstermaker. He ran underneath that one, caught it, and finished it. And big time run for the Bulldogs. It is a 9-0 run. Excuse me. They're up by 8. It's a 7-0 run.
Yep.
Inside to Metowski. He goes up and puts it in. And that's what the Snowbirds needed right there. 39-33 the score. 36 seconds remaining. Skip pass to Mason Green. Letting a 3 fly. Fenstermaker, no good. Dylan Croft with the rebound. 25 seconds remaining, and the Snowbirds look like they're going to hold this for the final shot of the quarter.
Just got to give credit to these seniors here tonight. They're, playing their hearts out, doing such a great job.
Down on the block to Sherwinski. He's going to hook a pass to Koshoniak, but Sherwinski was fouled by Connor Wallace, and that will put Sherwinski to the free throw line, Nick, for 2 free throws.
That's pretty big here for the Snowbirds. We needed that.
So Lucas Sherwinski stepping to the charity stripe for the Snowbirds, down by 6 with 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It was a 1-point game at halftime, and the Bulldogs have extended it to a 6-point game right now. First free throw a little bit short for Sherwinski off the left side of the rim. Couple of, actually one team making a substitution. Bulldogs bringing in number 33, Cameron Kettle. Sherwinski letting it go, and he got it.
Great shot there by Chewinski.
Here's Fenstermaker crossing over, step back, not able to get it off before the buzzer. So after 3 quarters of play in the books between the Bulldogs and Snowbirds, it's a 5-point lead going into the final quarter. with the Bulldogs up 39-34. We'll step aside and be back in a minute. You're watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting.
Vision Source and Gaylord Eye Care are proud to be offering their services to local communities across northern Michigan. With locations in Gaylord, Boyne City, Bel Air, and Sheboygan, they're committed to serving you and providing a trusted source of credentials and expertise. If you're struggling with anything vision related, then don't hesitate to schedule a consultation and meet their friendly and experienced staff for yourself.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And here we are. You see the teams break the huddles as we begin the fourth quarter of play. It'll be St. Mary basketball to begin. Down by 5, 39-34. St. Mary Snowbirds and the Inland Lakes Bulldogs letting it all hang out here from Gaylord, Michigan tonight. Charles Strail, Nick Wenzel, and we're underway in the fourth quarter now. Final 8 minutes between Bulldogs and Snowbirds ready to go.
Let's see who wants it more here.
We'll find out soon enough, Nick. Snowbirds going to the corner to Dylan Croft.
Just got to hope that the seniors can find their senior power back up in this thing.
Who will be the spark plug for each team as the Bulldogs have a 5-point lead entering the fourth quarter. Snowbirds work this around the perimeter. Metelski taking a deep three, no good. Rebound by Fenstermaker. Connor Wallace will penetrate the paint. Schoonmaker up and in with the left hand. And the first points of the quarter go to the Bulldogs. That was a nice move by Schoonmaker on the baseline there, Nick.
It was.
Skip pass to O'Connell. Snowbirds find themselves down by 7. Inside to Metelski. He traveled. Looked like he took a little knee as well. But no call as he fell down on the floor. Took a big hop step there and just couldn't keep his balance when he landed. Under 7 to go now. Bulldogs with another possession here. Looking to extend this lead to 9 or 10 points with a field goal. It's Mason Green, Wallace, Schoonmaker, Fenstermaker, and Ty Colley. Three-pointer for Fenstermaker is good. And the Bulldogs go up by 10 with a 5-0 start to the fourth quarter, Nick.
Yeah.
And Inland Lakes kind of hitting the Snowbirds with a little bit of a right hook to begin this fourth quarter. 5-0 out of the gates to extend this to a 10-point lead. Do the Snowbirds have one more run in them? Croft going to let a three fly. He got it. That was a big shot by Dylan Croft, the senior here on senior night. He's got 3 made three-pointers, and they're going to need to keep the hot shooting going to mount a comeback here as Wallace flips up a push shot. Metelski with the rebound. He's got a head of steam now in transition. Goes up and finishes. Count it. +1. Metelski going to the free throw line for the Snowbirds. And the seniors are showing out on senior night here for the Snowbirds, Nick.
They are. That's what they're here for. I actually spoke to Rylan earlier tonight, and he said that he was just ready to give it all he had, man. He was ready to show his senior power off.
So after the Bulldogs started this fourth quarter with a 5-0 run, the Snowbirds answer right back with a 5-0 run of their own. Checking in for the Bulldogs is Jake Willie. He will replace Ty Colley. Metelski to the free throw line to cap off a three-point play. 2 dribbles, spins it, fires, and it's good. So we've got a 4-point game now between the Bulldogs and the Snowbirds. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left. Mason Green out to Connor Wallace. The lefty flips it across the court. Fenstermaker with a nice little show and go. Green letting a three fly. Offensive board pulled down by Metelski. He's out and running in transition again. going down the far sideline, picks up his dribble. That one's stolen away. Fenstermaker with the easy glide in layup for 2. And he anticipated that pass, got in the passing lane, and got out and put the Bulldogs back up by 6, Nick.
Yep.
Metelsky stolen away once again by the Bulldogs, so Metelsky with back-to-back turnovers here, and Bulldogs looking to make the Snowbirds pay, up by 6. Skip pass to Fenstermaker, show and go, back inside to Willie at the high post. Green looks at it, turns down the shot, out to Wallace. Up to Green, and the Bulldogs look like they're trying to take a little time off the clock here, Nick.
Yep.
Willie with it at the high elbow. Back to Fenstermaker.
Great defense here by the seniors so far here.
Head coach Lee Nash instructing his Bulldogs to take their time. Little ball screen action. Bulldogs in no rush to get a shot up here. Connor Wallace going to let a 3 fly. No good. Snowbirds cannot get the defensive rebound. Fenstermaker first one to it. Schoonmaker flips it to Willie back out up top. And the Bulldogs being instructed to take their time here once again, Nick, on this second chance possession. 3-pointer up way left. Saved by the Bulldogs. A second offensive rebound. Schoonmaker puts it up, puts it in for 2. That is a back-breaking 2-pointer by the Bulldogs. Got 2 offensive rebounds and then finished it off with a 2-pointer inside by Schoonmaker.
Ugh, man. Like I said earlier, Charles, I think it's the seniors.
Dylan Croft led a 3 fly, and he rips it. So the Snowbirds bring it back to a 5-point game, and they'll take a timeout as Dylan Croft has just made his 4th 3-pointer of the contest. And with that, Gaylord St. Mary takes a full timeout. Nick, we've got a wild one here. We've had a wild one here all night. It's continued on into the 4th quarter. It continued just before halftime with the Bulldogs and Fenstermaker making that shot to go up by 1. And, well, if you came to the game tonight, you got your money's worth.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're watching on the couch, you're certainly spending your time wisely.
Yeah.
I mean, wherever you might be tuning in from, we want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors that have made this game possible for you to be watching couch side. We're here courtside to make it possible for you to be couch side. And the companies that have made that possible are the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport, the Gaylord Eye Care Center, J&J Construction, and Collar Clinic. So if you see any members of those businesses, an employee, an owner, somebody wearing a T-shirt around town, say, hey, thanks for making it possible for me to watch Snowbird basketball on Next Level Broadcasting's YouTube coverage. And hopefully we can continue providing this service to everybody who enjoys it. Charles Strail and Nick Wenzel here taking in this game between the Bulldogs of Indian River and the Snowbirds of Gaylord St. Mary here on senior night. Senior for the Snowbirds, Dylan Croft. 4 3-pointers made in the game. Just hit a big one right there.
He did.
And, Nick, here's a stat for you. All but one of the Snowbird points here in the second half have been scored by seniors.
Wow.
Sharinsky made a free throw. And as the Bulldogs begin this possession, Fenstermaker going to let a 3 fly. No good. That should be Snowbird basketball as it was off the hand of Sam Schoonmaker. Connor Wallace a little bit shaken up for the Bulldogs.
Looks like he's grabbing his hamstring area. Almost pulled a hammy, looks like there.
3 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bulldogs staying in their 2-3 zone defense. Snowbirds with Croft, O'Connell, Metelsky, Sharinsky, and Koshoniak. That one's stolen away. Fenstermaker catches the pass, trips, and he travels. Nick, did you see his feet kind of get crossed up there? That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, he tumbled on his own feet.
Metelsky now bringing it up as the teams exchange turnovers. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left to go in this one. Snowbirds down 48-43.
I do have 2 quick shout-outs. Shout out to Aunt Chewinski watching from Northwinds Apartments, and Heather Cordy, who is watching from home, who was our biggest Snowbird fan.
And the Snowbirds turn this one over. So Snowbirds looking like they're kind of unable to handle the execution here coming down the stretch with back-to-back turnovers. They're going to have to try to get their ducks in a row here as the Bulldogs have it up by 5. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And head coach Lee Nash for the Bulldogs wants to take a full timeout and talk more about this one. We're going to go ahead and take one last commercial break, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. After this, you're watching high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting.
Are you interested in building a new home or renovating an existing one? With over 100 years of combined experience, J&J Construction is one of the most reliable and respected general contractors in our service area. J&J is a trusted construction partner valued by architects, subcontractors, financiers, and most of all, their clients. J&J Construction has been completing quality homes and improvement projects that add value to the communities they serve. They bring a passion for innovation and a commitment to quality to every job they do. Call them today.
And here we are. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We've got a 48-43 game right now with 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. It was a 1-point game at halftime. The Bulldogs extended that lead to 5 at the end of the third quarter. And now it's a 5-point game remaining with 2 minutes, 27 seconds left to go. And it's been a tightly contested affair all game long. Largest lead was 8 points. The Bulldogs had that lead of 8 being the largest margin in this game. It'll be Bulldog basketball to begin here. Sideline out of bounds when we resume play. Bulldogs up by a handful as they inbound this one to Connor Wallace. Snowbirds showing man-to-man defense coming out of the timeout. A little ball screen. Fenstermaker steps into a three-pointer. No good. Metowski chases down the rebound. He's got a one-on-one. He's going to jam it down. Rylan Metowski throwing it down with authority. And we've got a 3-point game between the Bulldogs and the Snowbirds.
Absolutely. That was beautiful.
Mason Green now with it for the Bulldogs. Backdoor cut stolen away. Possession arrow tie up favoring the Snowbirds, and they'll have it here. Folks, if you just saw that one, or maybe if you blinked and missed it, rewind the YouTube live stream and go watch Rylan Metowski put down that thunderous jam. That was impressive to bring the Snowbirds to a 3-point deficit.
Hey, like I said earlier, the dunk contest has just begun, Charles.
Yeah, the dunk contest was Saturday night, but Rylan Metowski putting his own dunk contest here on Tuesday. Inside it goes to Metowski. Hop steps into the zone defense. Pirouettes a couple times. Finds the open shooter in the corner. Nathan O'Connell driving middle. Layup is good. But a travel's called. So the Snowbirds got to get things back together here as they are facing some adversity on an obscure travel call. I think they just thought that O'Connell took one extra step. Connor Wallace being guarded heavily by Brett Koshoniak. Koshoniak reaches in and his fouling of Wallace there with 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. And Dale Jacob is going to take a timeout for the Snowbirds. Down by 3 points. 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go here in this game. Well, Nick, we've seen just about everything, including impressive highlight reel jams, some three-pointers, some seniors showing out on senior night here. Where else would you rather be?
Yeah, you know.
I mean, I know you're going on spring break to California here, but you wouldn't trade that for seeing this game, would you?
No. Oh, no. I love being here in the school, watching these kids play, you know.
And they're really leaving it all out on the line here tonight. The seniors from both teams, as the Bulldogs started 4 seniors tonight, Snowbirds starting all 5, and each team just playing their hearts out. You got to commend all these student athletes here tonight that have been a part of this game, and it's been a thriller from the first quarter to the fourth quarter with 1 minute, 7 seconds left to go. It's been nothing short of spectacular between these two teams going toe-to-toe here for now 31 minutes.
Yep. Great job there by Coach Daniel over there, trying to coach up his boy Brett over there, trying to give him some tips on what to do, how to handle the rest of the quarter. So shout out to Coach DJ over there. Great job, Deej.
1 minute, 7 seconds left to go. Snowbirds are going to try to get a quick trap into a steal. They're going to foul Mason Green. No call on the foul. Down to Sam Schoonmaker. He flips it up, and that's called on the ground. It looked like Nathan O'Connell didn't want to foul Mason Green on the perimeter. So 1 minute, 1 second left to go here in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs got to inbound it. They will to Mason Green. He's fouled by Nathan O'Connell. Snowbirds give the foul with just 2 seconds into the game clock. 59 seconds now remaining in the game. Connor Wallace trying to inbound, and what a catch made by Aiden Fenstermaker to go up and grab that one, Nick.
Yeah.
He's fouled by Dylan Croft, and Fenstermaker will go to the free throw line. He had to jump up to get that one.
Yeah, it was like an NFL jump.
And Snowbirds still not over the foul limit. Bulldogs will be inbounding here. 57.5 seconds left to go in the game. Connor Wallace to trigger for the Bulldogs. And he's fouled by Nathan O'Connell. So now the Bulldogs will be in the double bonus as Connor Wallace steps to the free throw line for the Bulldogs. He'll have 2 free throw attempts here. The lefty southpaw, 2 dribbles, releases it, and pure. Neither team with any substitutions right now. Second free throw for Wallace is good. So Wallace extends it back to a 5-point advantage for the Bulldogs. 54 seconds left to go for the Snowbirds. Metalski catches it on the sideline. Back up top to Dylan Croft. Snowbirds are going to have to get something going here soon. Bulldogs staying in their 2-3 zone defense, and it's stolen away by Fenstermaker. Bulldog defense coming up big here in the final minutes of this game as Connor Wallace is fouled, and Brett Kishoniak looked like he was a little shaken up there as he gave the foul.
His ankle tweaked a little bit to the right when he spun around.
So Connor Wallace will go to the free throw line where he was just 2 for 2 on his most recent trip there. He'll have 2 more here with 35 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. First one's up and right down the middle. He's got a nice looking free throw shot, Nick.
Yeah, he does.
Second free throw for Wallace is up and no good. Schoonmaker got the offensive rebound and a foul called on the floor against Lucas Shawinski. That'll put Sam Schoonmaker to the free throw line, I think.
Yep.
Never mind. It was a lane violation against the Snowbirds. So Connor Wallace will get another attempt to make his second shot, and he does. So Wallace now officially 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Metalski now with it. Snowbirds down by 7. Has it almost stolen away by Connor Wallace. Good hands by him to not let Metalski get a pass or a shot attempt off there while he was on the sideline. 29 seconds left to go in the game. Bulldogs on a little 4-0 run here as the Snowbirds inbound down by 7. Metalski turns down the screen, drives in the corner, flip shot up and in. Snowbirds needed that one, and Connor Wallace is going to finish it all the way. Was Willie, and the Bulldogs go up 54 to 47. Metowski with the pull-up jump shot, too strong off the glass. Rebound to Schoonmaker, and that is going to do it. The Bulldogs win a thriller here in Gaylord on senior night over the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds, 54-47. Nick, any final thoughts here?
Oh, man. It's hard to even speak about this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions, a lot of energy, a lot of great plays, a lot of showcasing of these talented student athletes. I want to give one more shout out to all the seniors here on senior night for the Gaylord St. Mary's Snowbirds. Jackson Koenig, also Dylan Croft, Peyton DeWord, Rylan Metowski, and Brett Kashoniak. Those are the 5 St. Mary's Snowbirds here on senior night. Also, shout out to Lennart Jessen, the junior, as this is his pseudo-senior night here in his foreign exchange program. So, for myself, Nick Wenzel, our crew here of Next Level Broadcasting, says thank you for tuning in tonight and making us a part of your Tuesday evening. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned for more information on when we'll be covering your favorite team again. Gaylord St. Mary with some more games coming up this week. Boys and girls versus Johannesburg Lewiston on deck Thursday and Friday night. Should be fun ones. So until then, Charles Strail saying good night. Until next time, everyone, this has been a presentation of high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting.